You know, I've watched a lot of garbage over the years, okay? I've done every Twilight movie, every 50 Shades movie, every 365 Days movie, most of the after movies, but none of that could have prepared me for the newest Wattpad fanfic cinematic stomach ulcer, Beautiful Disaster. When it's this bad, it's gotta be Wattpad. Beautiful Disaster, aka What Happens to Me When I Have Taco Bell Twice in One Day, is also a steamy, cheesy romance movie from the company that makes the after movies. But this time, they got Dylan Sprouse as the brooding, sexy, hot guy. Literally, no one asked for any of this. But hey, don't just take my word for it. Let me show you what I mean. We start off with one of our main characters, Abby, heading off to California to start a new life.
Dad, sorry I ran off. I need a fresh start. I'm done bailing you out.
Or this time it's the girl with the mommy-daddy issues. Well, we are revolutionizing this formula at breakneck speeds, I tell you what. Hold on to your diapers, everybody. So in this intro, we learn that Abby's dad used to be a big gambling guy, and he taught her how to play poker as she was growing up. But when she was 13, somehow, magically, Abby became an international poker celebrity, but then one day she just stopped playing and disappeared forever, like my brain cells after watching this movie. And so now she's running away to college in Sacramento to start her life over on her own terms. Okay, I'm sorry. No girl travels anywhere with just one little duffel bag? You kidding me right now? Where's she gonna put all those books she started reading like 2 years ago and is definitely gonna get back to one day?
Also, the showers suck.
I'm sure the showers don't suck. So you really spruced up the place.
Yeah, I just wanted to wait for you to get here.
What's his name?
Shepley.
Wait. Shepley? Your boyfriend's mom named him Shepley? How strong was that epidural? Anyway, even though Abby was on a bus for like 10 hours dressed like a Catholic schoolgirl for some reason, she decides to go out on the town with her old friend America, which is this girl's name, by the way. And then they meet up with Shepley. Yeah, okay, dude. And you'll never guess where they end up going for some lighthearted, fun entertainment.
Oh, hey, by the way, we don't talk about the circle. It's a secret.
What's a secret?
Exactly. Welcome to the Blood Bar!
Yeah, so Abby's friend's boyfriend takes them to a secret underground bare-knuckle brawl fight tournament. You know, just normal college things. So one of the guys fighting that night is Shepley's cousin, Travis.
This isn't for me. I'm gonna go back to the dorm and study. Hello.
Oh, is Dylan Sprouse doing the hot guy face. Just put another fedora on him, he's ready to go. Now, during the fakest fight I've ever seen since Archie boxing Mark Consuelos on Riverdale, Travis keeps getting distracted by Abby just kind of standing there, like girls do, and keeps trying to talk to her every 5 seconds. But before that, really quick, this video is brought to you by Air Up. So I talked about Air Up before. It's an easy way to get yourself drinking more water by tricking your brain into thinking the water has some taste in it, but there's no chemicals, no sugar, no artificial sweeteners. It's just science, my dudes. And now that I've been using it for a couple months or so, it really does make getting more water throughout the day so much easier. Like, usually I end up reaching for the diet soda over and over again because water's just like so boring, right? I mean, if only it didn't taste like the inside of my mouth. But then of course, I'm mad at myself because I know I should drink more actual water, but then I end up not getting enough. But now that I can just put water in the Air Up bottle, put my favorite flavor pot on, which is of course mango passion fruit, because let me tell you, this is incredible. And then I just drink that throughout the day. I'm feeling a whole lot better in general, but also about myself. And like, no joke, I'm at the point now where I instinctively start reaching for the Air Up bottle. You just put the pot on the straw, pull it up, sip while holding the bottle upright like this, and you'll know it's working because you'll hear these like bubbles as you drink it. And if you don't want flavor in your water for whatever reason, you just push the pot back down and wham bam bibbidi bow, it's water. So yeah, it's just like a really easy, fun way to get yourself to drink more water and not have to compromise on taste or create excess waste with like cans and bottles or little flavor squirty things or whatever. And who'd have thought? Replacing all this soda with water every day makes me feel like 100 times better? Why didn't anybody tell me? If you're interested, click my link down below and use my code ALEX20 for 20% off your entire order. So, check it out. Okay, back to the show.
Excuse me. Are you new here?
Hey, did you know that my mom used to sing on a cruise ship? So after a while, the fight ends with Travis punching generic white guy number 38 across the face, which gets some blood on Abby's face and sweater. Now, this is supposed to be understood by us as like a sexy thing that's like lighting the embers of Abby's womb. This movie's so stupid. And like she has a dream that night where she's watching Dylan Sprouse take a shower, which I feel like he hasn't done in like 6 years. And also I hope I never see again.
So what was the deal with the one guy, the guy that was covered in tattoos?
Oh, that's his cousin. He's sophomore.
Oh, that guy goes to college?
Why can't I go to college?
I didn't say it, bro. She said it.
Sorry, have we met?
Oh, you don't remember, Travis? You ruined her sweater.
I ruin a lot of sweaters.
What? Sir, what does that even mean? Like he's just up in his room all day like, why can't I stop?
Abby. My name was Abby.
Travis Maddox.
Does that move really work?
No, not a single time. But it is sincere.
You're not my type.
Everybody's type.
Okay. Okay, all right, Dylan, that's enough. Yeah, so like if you've ever seen a single one of any of these kinds of movies, you already know exactly where this is going. So she pretends to not be interested in him, but like she totally definitely is, even though he's like the weirdest, most annoying dude you've ever seen.
And where each person's payoff is affected.
No one's my favorite. It's too late to close it now.
Has anyone ever told you that it's not very polite?
Young lady?
Why are you sending me mixed signals?
There's nothing mixed about my signals.
I just caught you insta-stalking me.
Insta-stalking? What's Insta, sir? We use Photogram in this universe. Also, like, didn't the dude say that the circle is like a secret? And then Travis is just posting about it all over social media? It's like when those up-and-coming rappers make songs about everyone they killed and where they put the bodies and the serial number of the gun they use, you know? And it's like, what are you doing?
I was not Insta-stalking. Look, I'm going to save you a lot of wasted time. You can stop the antics, okay? I'm not sleeping with you.
I'm not trying to sleep with you or bag you. I'm just trying to take you to dinner.
Bag me? What am I, groceries?
No, like a dead body. Anyway, so then he makes this face that I can never unsee and just leaves in the middle of class. So finally, after being like annoyed and negged constantly by this guy, Abby agrees to go on a date with him really just to like shut him up and get him to stop bothering her, which is basically how every like pickup artist dating coach on TikTok thinks girls work. All right, guys, you want to go on a date with a girl who's actually into you but maybe doesn't look like an Instagram model? Of course not. No uggos allowed, am I right? What you gotta do instead is find a girl who's way out of your league to whom you have nothing to offer and then just annoy her until she'll do anything to shut you up. I'm only allowed to see my kids twice a month. So after getting a burrito from retired Ash Ketchum over here, we find out a little more about our two main characters.
I just don't like being a foregone conclusion for one of the many, many, many notches on your bedpost.
Ooh, you're smart. I like that.
Something you're probably not used to in a woman.
Oh, of course Abby's one of these girls. Every other girl's just an easy, dumb bimbo. But not me, though. I'm different because I go on dates dressed like a grandpa playing shuffleboard.
My family home's only 3 miles that way.
Aw, you couldn't move farther away from your mommy.
Wow, she's dead.
Shut up. Are you serious?
Oh, what's that? You're a broken bad boy with a motorcycle? Take me in your arms, I'm yours. Anyway, so one day, the shower in Abby's dorm stopped working. So she has to stay with her friend for a while till it's fixed. But what do you know? She's living with Sherpa, who's also living with Travis. Oh my goodness, there's a conspiracy.
Stay out of Travis's room, all right?
What? You didn't tell me that Travis lives here?
No, remember I told you? Oh, no, Abby, no.
No, I'm leaving.
No, I promise we'll never see him. He's never even here. You won't see him, I promise. You have to stay. It'll be so fun.
And so we all get to see how much of a sleazebag he is. We're seeing all these women coming to and fro that he gets via a consent app. You know, this kind of thing does seem like a good idea on paper, right? But like, how would you withdraw consent if the other person turned out to be like a total psychopath? Hold on, Mr. Serial Killer. Let me just pull up the app real quick.
You embody everything that is wrong with your gender.
She's an adult. I'm an adult. It was consensual. Look at this.
Consent date.
Never be too careful nowadays.
How many women do you have contracts with?
No idea. I'm a quality guy over quantity.
Ugh, I'm gonna throw up.
Okay, now, I'm not on Travis's side here, okay? But like, Abby just decided that he's some sleazy dude who will hook up with literally anyone, and that's gross. And then she finds out that he's actually really picky and also only sleeps with women who give him explicit consent, which is also gross, apparently. Like, is she trying to only date Buddhist monks or something? What's going on with this kid? You're doing the devil's tango in college? Heh, men are such trash.
My bedroom is down the hall, and the bed is all yours for when you want to crash.
I'm not gonna sleep in your bed.
Are you planning on having
Shrek?
No.
Then it's settled.
And then after this whole conversation just happened, in the very next scene, they're like best friends now?
Make yourself at home.
Sorry, I just have a big 10 a.m. bio test to cram for, but I can move back to the kitchen.
Nah, you're fine. Stay where you're at. Don't be silly. Do you want me to make you some tea or something?
Like, did I just skip half the movie? You're gonna end up in my bed one way or another. I would rather die. Well, shoot, since I'm here, might as well do my homework. Anyway, so the next morning, Abby gets mad at Travis because she fell asleep in his bed and he woke up with a boner. So she runs out to go to class and just biffs it right in the dirt, head first. And then she just agrees to go on a date with the first guy who asks her out. You know, like a normal person.
Okay, bye.
Do you have dinner plans tonight?
No, I do not have dinner plans.
I know a great Italian spot. Is that
No, that is a yes. Yes, I would love that very much. Pick me up at 7. I live at Tucker Dormitory.
I'm sorry, is this dude in college? This man looks like he has 2 failed marriages and just refinanced his mortgage a week ago. What is going on here? Like, sure, of course anyone can go to college at any age, that's fine. But like, why is this dude trying to get with Abby, a freshman? She's like, what, 19 max? And this dude's gonna be like, hey, you wanna listen to NPR while we drive to my daughter's soccer game? But all the same, they go on a date, and after dinner, he says that he wants to take her to a show, which she interprets as like a Shakespeare play or something, because that's what a normal person does on a date.
You know, I've always wanted to see Titus Andronicus. It's considered to be Shakespeare's most violent play.
You don't mind violence?
Oh, wow, a modern interpretation. I love Shakespeare.
Okay, seriously, what the heck kind of college is this? We got underground fighting circles, college arts program sanctioned cage fighting? What is going on in Sacramento? What kind of Mad Max school is this?
This is gonna be great. Travis is a real animal.
Just a little hot in here. I'm gonna go find a bathroom.
What the
Shrek?
Abby? You don't respond to any of my texts, and now you're here dressed like that.
You know, something about this movie that I just cannot get over is how bad the editing is. Like, this scene right here is just, it's horrendous. Abby walks out of the theater and immediately she and Travis are talking. There's no like establishing shot of them like seeing each other, or there's no moment of like, ah crap, why is he here? Oh boy, why is she here? Like, we see her walk out of the room and instantly they're like in the middle of a conversation. It's not just this one part either, like the whole movie is just like this. Anyway, so they argue back and forth because of course they do, and then we finally get to the main shtick of the movie when they make a bet on whether or not Travis will get hit during this upcoming fight that Parker took Abby to.
If he manages to lay a hand on me, I'll go without
Shrek?
for a week.
Ooh.
A month. 3 months.
3 months? That's impossible for someone like you.
Okay. And if I win, you have to stay with me for a month.
Wait, no, that's what this movie's about? The bet is either for him to not do the old devil's tango for 3 months, or for her to move in with him. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
You're on. But get it through your head? I am never having
Shrek?
you.
I don't want to have
Shrek?
you, Pitch. I want to be around you.
So naturally, the fight happens, and what do you know, Travis doesn't get hit even once. But he does do this, though. You know, Dylan Sprouse doing any of this was not real high up on my list of things I ever wanted to see. Yeah, okay. How to give yourself short-term memory loss. Also, like, Abby, you do know that making a bet like this is not legally binding, right? You don't actually have to move in with some weird stalker dude you just met 2 days ago. Anyway, so, like any normal movie would have the rest of the runtime be about them living together for like a month or so. We see them get to know each other, you know, they have a couple emotional conversations where they both realize that they have more in common than they thought. Oh my goodness, Travis isn't the jerk I thought he was. Wow, Abby's not stuck up, she's just defensive because of her dark pick-me-girl past. But no, the entire living together plot device thing of this movie is just one big montage that's over in like a few minutes. And golly gee, somehow they're best friends, I guess. So like any and all relationship growth or emotional coming togetherness, you know, like literally the entire reason why anyone even watches these kinds of movies, they just skip over all of that. And after this montage, Abby goes from this like men are trash 2016 stereotype to just like a normal person. And Travis goes from looking like my sleep paralysis demon to just a regular dude in the span of 5 minutes. So they like each other now because they said so. Now, okay, if you remember back at the beginning of the movie, Abby was running away from her dad and starting a new life, right? Well, her dad has been trying to get in touch with her this whole time, and finally she decides to respond and start talking to him again because her life is like kind of settled now. But then, of course, guess what happens when you finally decide to try hanging out with a glorified "Where's My Hug" guy? my goodness, can you believe a girl I'm not dating might be talking to other guys? So he storms out all harumph and comes back the next morning totally drunk and with a cat that he stole from somewhere.
Travis, Mick is my dad. And how often are you going through my text messages? Travis, you invaded my privacy and then you turned around and ghosted me?
I was jealous. I messed up.
No, Travis, you didn't mess up. If anything, you just showed me who you really are.
And then seeing all the red flags, Abby walks away and cuts Travis out of her life completely because she has enough self-respect to not waste her time on a guy who acts like this. And that's where the movie ends. Ah, crap, never mind. We got like 45 minutes left of the medieval torture device that is this movie. So Travis tries to apologize to Abby by throwing her a big old birthday party. Now, during this party, Abby drinks a lot of who knows what and decides to tell Travis how she really feels about a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay.
You know, you are such a coward. You're such a coward. No, you are not. You just run away from me. Rather than ask me who Mick was, you just run away, and then you just throw me this really big surprise birthday party for my birthday?
Yep, this is definitely how a real drunk person talks. I mean, every drunk white girl I've ever seen just like sits on the curb outside the house and they're just like, and you're such a really great friend. Anyway, so I'm just gonna quickly summarize the last 30 minutes of this movie and like, trust me, y'all are not ready for this. Remember how Abby's dad was talking to her again? Well, turns out he owes someone $100,000 and he needs Abby to play poker again to win it for him at the casino. So the movie just like suddenly out of nowhere turns into like Ocean's 11 or something where she's this femme fatale trying to swindle a casino out of money. But then once she has all the chips she needs, it gets taken away by one of the security guards there. But then it turns out that this was all a lie anyway, and her dad set this whole thing up to steal money from her because he has a gambling problem. So she tases her dad with a taser that she just like has apparently, and takes her car to drive off and stop Travis, who went to Vegas as some kind of romantic gesture to enter a fight to win the money Abby was trying to get for her dad that Travis like found out about. And this fight is just the most hilarious thing. It's an underground, no rules Soviet cage match to the death that's being advertised all over Vegas, apparently, that Travis is able to enter like 30 minutes before it starts. Has the person who wrote this movie like left their house ever? And Abby tries to stop him, but she can't, but it doesn't matter because the whole place magically suddenly catches on fire and the fight's over anyway. I promise you, I did not make any of this up. Oh, also, we get the greatest dibber scene in the history of movies.
I won't stop. No.
I'm so horny.
No, stop. What was that?
I won't stop. No.
I'm so horny.
This is not a real movie. No, it can't be real. And that's more or less how the movie ends. What the fuck? You know, sometimes I exaggerate the titles of my videos because, like, that's just how the YouTube game is played. Like, Bluey is the dumbest thing ever made, or Shrek 5 is so bad it literally murdered my family, or whatever, right? But this movie, Beautiful Disaster, is actually, like, literally probably the worst movie I have ever seen. Like, there's a review on IMDb that I think summarizes it perfectly. It's like a horror movie where the horror is replaced by secondhand embarrassment. And like, literally, yes. Imagine a horror movie, but instead of jump scares, it's just the worst anything you've ever seen. The movie does actually have a few parts that made me laugh a little bit.
Hey, Abby. This is a totally normal position and I'm not flexing at all. Hey, baby girl, you're not toxic, you're a cool guy.
But like, these actually just kind of make the movie worse, because like, you get a glimpse of how it could have been like a really clever after parody movie or something like that. But as it is now, it's just like 4 movies all put together with just the most insane tonal shifts. Like, at first it's a teen romance, like after or whatever, right? And then it turns into like a cheesy rom-com. And then it's Ocean's 11. And then it's Rocky with Abby trying to save Travis from the Soviets. Literally, how is this real? In my opinion, don't even hate watch it, okay? Just don't bother. Literally do anything else with your time than watch this movie. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell, leave a like, leave a comment, all that stuff. Send me an email at alexmeyerscontact@gmail.com and let me know what movies or TV shows you think I should check out next. And above all, everybody have a great day, and I'll see you all next time.